The dark sky briefly goes bright, as thunder can be heard in the distance, occasionally breaking the monotone sound of the heavy rain. Through a slight fog that blurs the already limited view of the roadside woods, a man drives his car in the now muddy dirt road, listening closely to the muffled sounds of his surroundings. As time passes and the rain weakens, a log cabin can be seen in a spacious clearing. As familiar to the man and his own cold hands, already struggling with the mud that it was not meant to go through, the car finally comes to a stop. The man felt it had bumped on something, but he didn't bother to look. He was more than used to the feeling when he had drive home on rainy days, when his wheels would occasionally get stuck on holes in the ground. The faint smell of wet dirt came up as the man left his car, opening his umbrella to avoid the cold embrace of the weather against his clothes. Only then to stain his boots wandering through the mud and to the something wet cozy wooden home. He takes off his boots at the entrance of the cabin, pulling out a key from his pocket as he hears scratching and whimpering noises on the other side of the door. The noises do not scare him, but rather radiate a feeling of comfort in which his tired expression relieves some of the tension in a small, yet meaningful smile. Even before he could take a single step after opening the door, a brown Labrador rushes to his carriage, to which the man responds simultaneously, petting the dog and impeding it from running in the direction of the mud. Both, now in the lit warm ambience of the cabin, walk the wretched couch placed in the side of the brick fireplace and beige rug. Old and dusty, with small threads of light brown fur in it. Finally, having a chance to rest, the man throws himself in the couch, comfortably, going back to petting his old yet energetic companion as he uses the remote to turn on the TV in front of the couch. After minutes of silly cartoons and advertisements of all sorts of new products, consciousness fails, as exhaustion takes the most of the man's body and mind. The sweet scent of roses, muffled jazz music, memory fragments of a slow dance, those familiar blessings cast upon the dreams of the long-awaited rest. Ooh. But as much as the memories never fade, the moments still do end, calling upon a waterfall of melancholy as some realize they might never experience such a genuine happiness again. The clear weather, the slow winds turn into thunderstorms in a fit of sadness. Even with the tormenting ambience, the thing that most crushes the spark of relief of the rest of it's a singular voice, saying things as if a response to them existed but couldn't be heard. How can I trust you if you keep lying to me? I don't care if you go get drunk in a bar or spend your entire day alone in the forest. I just want you to tell me the truth. That's already the third time you did this, Arthur. As if you cared more about your goddamn chickens than you cared about me. I'm tired of being the one that has to struggle because you don't want to tell me what's happening. I'm sorry, Arthur, but this isn't a time. I'll see you later. It's a goodbye. Lightning strikes closely as the man regains consciousness, only to see that his dog is running out of the door he forgot to close. Hurrying over to try to get the animal, the man doesn't even bother picking up his umbrella. But as he goes to the door, he sees the shape of a small animal, different from what he was looking for. A fox. Not any fox though. He knew that the bite mark he had in its back. The mark that his dog left. That was the fox that, even after almost being shot and nearly getting killed by the man's dog, will still come back to his chickens. That was the fox that sparked the man many arguments between him and the one he was on his single love had in his life. That was the fox that made him more miserable than he could even think he'd get. Getting worse than he once was. That was the fox. He was going to kill this very night. He brought his hunting rifle from the corner of the room and started trying to shoot at the animal, shouting and completely forgetting his original goal. I'll fucking kill you this time, you stubborn piece of shit. Even all his determination, he didn't manage to hit the animal, which now had run into the forest. But he wasn't going to stop there. He had enough. For more than an entire year, he had let it escape. But this time he wasn't going to stop until the fox carcass would serve as one of the other animals' dinner. He ran through the fog into the woods, shooting every once in a while at what he thought to be opportunities to put an end to this. His dog, barking in the direction he was going, refused to go along with the man, as if scared by something. Even though way less capable of thought than a human, the dog knew more about his owner's fate than himself he would expect. Would he get lost? Pass out from the exhaustion? Encounter some dangerous animal, different from the one he was looking for in his fury? It's uncertain what exactly he saw and what happened to him, but you can only assume as much as the man's sudden desperate screams. For the fox he thought to chase, he had been long dead on his car's tire, but he didn't bother to look.